Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7 and we are going to present about advertorial. The first presentation will be delivered by me, Anggi Riani. The second presentation will be delivered by Ramzy and the last presentation will be delivered by Parida. Okay, let's see to the first presentation that is about the definition and the steps of advertorial. The word advertorial is made up from two words, that is advertising and editorial. Advertising is presenting material to the public persuasively through mass media with the aim of promoting products or service, while editorial is statement of opinion of editor. From that we can take the definition of advertorial, that is a form of paid advertising with use an editorial format. It is like style to look like editorial matter of a newspaper, magazine, or website. And usually a brand pays the publisher for such an editorial form. This advertorial is more detailed than an advertisement, so it will help the consumer to understand more about the product or the service. This advertorial is usually written by an agency or the client itself, and then they purchase the ad space on the website or in a magazine or in a newspaper. And some of them choose to put these advertorials in special sections. Next steps of advertorial. First is get the brief right. The brief in advertorial is almost same as advertisement but with editorial format, such as the typeface. The typeface is art of font in the advertorial. And the second is headlines. Headlines is to grab attention of the consumers, so it should tell the main product or service that we sell, and it can be such a statement, a question, a comment, or an invitation or challenge. And the third is body copy. Body copy is while we are looking at the chosen media, whether it is use long or short sentence. And next, the fourth is constructing the feature. Constructing the feature. In the feature in advertorials, usually there are a lead story, minor story, or a box containing short points. The next, first paragraph. First paragraph here is the first paragraph in body copy. The first paragraph in body copy, it should be give information to back up the headlines. Next, the sixth is response mechanism. So we should tell the customers how they can get the product or the service that we sell. So we should give the information about our contact, such as our phone number. And next, the seventh is case studies or testimonials. Testimonials is where customers talk about our product or our service and how well it met their expectation with our product or our service. And case studies is the persons who give the testimonials. And next, legal matters. So, legal matters is the testimonials that must be truthful, and we ask for permission to the case studies first. And next, the ninth is choosing a case study. While choosing a case study, there are some good sources of case studies, such as the people who tell how pleased they are after using our products or our service. The next, it can be our own customer database or stuff. The last is writing up the case study. It is such the addition information of the case study, such as her or his age or occupation or name and so on. Okay, that's all from me. And next presentation will be delivered by Ramzy. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Ramzy Farraz and I will explain about kind of advertorial and the purposes. Types of advertorial divided based on the message material. So the kind of this advertorial is product advertorial, service advertorial, corporate advertorial, and the government advertorial. The first one is product advertorial. Is discuss about what products that you want to be presented to the public. The next one is advertorial services. So this is presenting services offered to the general public. And the next is corporate advertorial. In this discuss the existence and activities of a company or agency concerned. The last is advertorial. Government advertorial is discuss the activity in the field of the government of the potential of a region. So that is the kind of advertorial that divided based on their each message. So the next one is the purposes of the advertorial. So the main purpose of advertorial advertising is to introduce and promote an activity, product, service from the company or the program that the government want to share to the people. So I think that's all from me. Next material will be presented by Parida.
Now, I want to explain about advertorial characteristics and advertorial techniques. The first is advertorial characteristics. Advertorial is divided into 8 characteristics. There are informative, explanative, interpretive, persuasive, influentive, command, argumentative, and explorative. So, the first is informative. Advertorial has the characteristics of notifying or introducing product, services, and activities offered. And this informative advertorial uses direct writing style. And the next is explanative. Explanative to explain or to describe products, services, and activities directly. And the next is interpretive. Interpretive, which is to interpret informations about products, services, and activities carried out by providing a number of comments or informations. And the next is persuasive. Persuasive, which is to persuade the general public to follow what is desired by the advertiser. And the next is influentive. Influentive, which is to encourage action from the general public and and directly emergence of an actions. And the next is command. Command is to give praise for the for information provided, so that the general public becomes easy to be interested. And the next is argumentative. Argumentative is to prove something by giving arguments and or analytical descriptions. And the last is explorative. Explorative, which is revealing and explaining in depth of the informations provided to general public. The second one is advertorial techniques. Advertorial techniques is divided to four techniques are writing preparation, writing implementation, editing, and making the title. The first is writing preparation. In this stage, it usually begins with search for ideas, testing ideas, choosing topics, collecting data, and creating outline. And the next is writing implementation. So this stage is carried out after the writing preparation are collected. And the next is editing. Editing is useful for knowing of possibility error of typings, grammatical and data relevance. And the last is making the title. The title is writing identity. In fact, in a word of communication, the title is a message that reflects the whole of topics. And I think that's all enough from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.